Hey everybody. All right, so today I am making a soup off what I have in my house. So today was supposed to be my grocery shop day. And yeah, my house was pretty barren of food, so I was gonna go today and buy some groceries, except we got a lovely snow day today, and it is really cold outside and snowy. And for whatever reason, even though I live in the Midwest, somewhere where snow is not abnormal at all, but for whatever reason, when we get a decent snow like this, most people forget how to drive in it. It's like the very first time they've ever seen this white flurry stuff, and they're like, what? And I just don't feel like dealing with that nonsense. So I started scouring my cabinets, and I said, you know what? I can make a tasty soup. So today I am going to be using Spanish rice. Yeah. That we have. So we've got the little seasoning that comes in that, and of course the rice. I had half an orange bell pepper left. I didn't have a can of diced tomatoes or anything like that. Criminal, I know, but I did have some little cherry tomatoes, so I actually fire roasted those and peeled them and got those all smashed up and ready. I have the tiniest bit left of some frozen green peppers and onions. I do have a bag of corn, frozen corn. Of course, garlic. We got some bouillon for flavor. I also have some nutritional yeast that adds flavor. Plenty of seasonings that we'll get to. And then I have some black beans over there draining. So all in all, it's going to be a pretty tasty soup. I also have some crackers. So stick around with me and let's just make what I found in the cupboard meal for tonight. All right, so I guess the first thing that we should do, correct, is turn on our stove. So I've got the burner on with our soup pot, pow, pow, pow. And it's gonna get warm, and then we're gonna add all of our yummy stuff, chicka, 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 season it up, let it cook up, and then I get to stay inside all day on a cold, snowy day, and I get warm, delicious soup in my belly. All right, so got a little bit of oil in the pan. It's nice and hot. So first off, let's go ahead and add our frozen onions and peppers. That's right, Barbie. Get it on in there. Let's add our orange pepper. Wooden spoon with a pretty little heart. All right, so the onion, the peppers are here cooking in the pot. And I know you can't smell it, but I can, and it smells delicious. Okay. So next, I'm gonna get some garlic. Everything's more fun when you pronounce it like that, you know. Garlic. All right. You know what? I like garlic. All right. So let's stir that. Whee! If you haven't been able to tell by now, I love sound effects. I think they make everything in life better. So. All right, I'm just gonna let this cook for a few minutes, and then we're gonna just throw in everything else. This is gonna be such a simple, but very delicious. I promise you it's gonna be so good in my tummies later. So I will be back when it is time to add everything else. All right, it's time to throw everything else in there. Rice. Black beans, like I said, a can of those to the side. Some corn. Now, I as I always say, do things by, and this is a cupboard meal. Like, this is just literally things that I had. So, but I did about half corn to black beans. So, but you do what you do, you know? Shit. That's the whole point of this. Okay, now we open our little seasoning packet that our rice comes with. Pour that in there. Yes. Then, like I said, for extra, I do have, this is Better Than Bouillon brand, no chicken bouillon. So just get a big old scoop there. Give it some good flavor. Another thing that will help our flavor is my fire roasted maters that I've mashed up. Got it ready to go in there. I also, because I didn't want to lose any flavor and whatnot, the skillet that I cooked my tomatoes in, I added some water right after I took everything out so it would pick up everything on the bottom. We're just going to pour that in there and let that extra flavor help us. Because I like flavor. Give it a quick stir. Stir and stir and stir, and that's what I'm doing. Okay. Now, let's add some seasonings other than what came with the rice-a-roni. Just gonna pour some of this in there. So, as I've said before in some of my other videos, but if you don't know, if you haven't seen them, and you've never worked with nutritional yeast before, nutritional yeast is going to give kind of a nutty, cheesy flavor to things. It is very high in B vitamins and other amazing minerals and things that are good for you. So it's great to add into basically every meal that you have, and it just has nothing but benefits, okay? All right, and this I keep in the freezer, just like I would keep like my flowers and things like that, all right? All right, so now that that's added, we're gonna add the rest of our seasonings. Pour some more water into this, put the lid on it, and just let it simmer and marinate and do its thing. All right, now I have paprika. All right, we got some chili powder. Some garlic powder. Remember, garlic powder, onion powder. Don't be getting onion salt, garlic salt. Now, come on, people. Enough salt. Okay. Speaking of salt, we will do a little bit of salt. Okay. Black pepper. And again, if you've watched anything, you know I'm a black pepper girl, so I'm always going to add some black pepper and stuff. A little cayenne. Nothing crazy. I mean, maybe for you, I don't know. Again, I actually like spice, so this won't be spicy. Like, to me, I'm not making anything spicy tonight, so. Oh, man, I wish you could smell this right now. It smells so good. It smells so good. Okay, now that I've got all of that in there, we're going to take this over to my pot filler, and we are just going to add water. Now remember, this has rice in there that's still cooking, and that is going to puff up and stuff, so consider that. But you can add more. You can't take away without taking away your delicious flavor, okay? Now, also, it depends. Do you want more of like a stew? For instance, when Cordoba actually has their tortilla soup in stock, that's one of my favorite things to do is go and I make a loaded tortilla soup bowl, and by the time I'm done with it, it's basically a tortilla stew. It's just this thick, delicious rice and beans and veggies and salsas, you know, and all that stuff. So it really just depends. Do you like a thinner soup where you can put, you know, a lot more stuff in it? Do you like thicker? So again, this is all about what you want to do with things. To me, cooking is where you can be free. Baking is where you can't. So baking to me is kind of the tattoo world. You know, I'm a tattoo artist, but I also paint and I do other mediums. So to me, baking is like the tattoo world. Like you have to do A, B, C, you know, you have to do it or you're going to mess up and no one's going to be happy about it, especially with permanent body modification like tattoos. But cooking to me is like my painting, where you can just mess around and try things and have fun. So try things, have fun. All right, so soup is on. It is sitting here in this pot with its lid, and it's on a low medium, you know, kind of thing, whatever. And I'm just gonna let it, like I said, do its thing for a little while. Obviously, I'm gonna be around doing other things, so I'll make sure I check in. I always suggest checking in. Then yeah, I'll bring you guys back a little later when it's time to check back, like, and really taste test, add a little extra here and there, okay? So, I don't know, you will see me, like, literally, boom, like now, like right after this, but realistically, from the time you're seeing me now to the next time I film, it'll probably be about 30, 40 minutes, so bye until then. All right, I'm back, and it has actually been 35 minutes, so I just decided to do right in the middle. So, okay, so now I am going to add the tiniest bit more of water, and just a tiny bit more of this. So, when I say a tiny bit, that can vary from literally, actually, you know, this is how much more I'm going to do. So stir that right on in there, yeah. And because, like I said, it's rice and it's still going to sit for a little bit before I eat it, I know for a fact that I need to add some more water. So I'm going to do that. Adding water to my soup. Perfect. That's all I needed. Give this a stir one more time. Oh, man, I'm going to devour this, everybody. Just, I do love me some soup. Yes, I do. All right. Well, you know what? Let's taste it because you're here, and we did just add a little bit more stuff. So, ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. That's that's gonna be fire when I probably eat in about an hour. So I'm just gonna leave this on low. I'm just gonna let it just chill for about an hour, and then I'm gonna scoop myself up a big old bowl, and I'm gonna fill my belly and make it nice and happy while I stay in and not deal with the snow. Let me take you over to the snow. Let me show you. There it is. There's the snow happening. It's actually really calm compared to what it was earlier. There was no snow on the ground today, so it's not like super whatever, but you know, it's still snowing. I still don't feel like fucking dealing with it, you know what I mean? So I'm in for the day. So I guess since we're up, I'll go ahead and show you the soup as well. Ooh, soup. All right, everybody. I've got myself a bowl of soup. And now it's time to take a bite for you. Yeah. This is going to be extra filling. It's packed with lots of yummy and good for you stuff. I got a smaller bowl because I wasn't sure how hungry I was. And now I'm eating it and I'm going, might want a bigger bowl. So good. Especially when we really put in to perspective that this was just me going through my freezer, fridge, cupboards, all that kind of stuff, going, what things can I just throw together and make a yummy, tasty meal without leaving my house today? And I am darn tootin' happy about what I came up with. And I'm definitely happy that I'm not leaving the house today. So yes, soup, maybe some video games. I might get really wild today. All right, I'm gonna go. As always, thank you for joining me. And until next time, my friends.